to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade what you. Early I'm up, I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business, I ain't getting paid with you. Know I color bright, I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I don't know my everybody drop when I drop. This shorty, she support rod, lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes. Putting live from the winning side. Ready try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, down the ride? You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace, chase the beat. What I do? Lace, chase the beat. Now what I do? Lace, chase the beat. Yeah, beats, leave it. Case on it.
What I do, lace up my shoes, chase W's, great colored coupes. Uno, no, I can't be number two. MVP, the league most valuable, they sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few, can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me, naturally I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me, we ain't go together. Like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Show don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe, never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my
aim. I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, they can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace, chase the beat. What I do? Lace, chase the beat. Now what I do? Lace, chase the beat. Yeah, beats, leave it. Case on it.
hold on. My bad for the music, but we're back with the episode of this is the episode, The Path to the NFL Draft. It's not just Darnell Mason Jr. You got Ronnie Jackson, Terrence Cook, James Page, Ando Bando Summers, Charlie Gray, C. White, Christian Carter. You got, like I said, Darnell Mason Jr. You got Mike Edenoff. You got the two guards or whatever. This stream right here is strictly for JMU players and alumni or whatever. I mean, you can get into the stream whatever you go to a school. I'll show you, but this episode right here is specifically for the JMU Path to the Draft. This is the Super Bowl episode because why? The path to the draft starts here. It's the same Super Bowl that it was in 2020. The Chiefs and the Niners or whatever. I ain't gonna get into too much whatever because why it's almost 12-15 minutes for the intro. But oh look, Lamar Jackson won the MVP just like he did in this season. So that's what's up. But this right here, we gonna chill, sit back, kick it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I may not be in the commentary of the stream, but if anyone pops up in the stream, whatever, and commentate, you know what I'm saying? I'll kick it with you. I'll talk with you. But this right here is the stream that's gonna set everything up. I mean, Desmond Carter has already kicked off his stream or whatever. I mean, I've done 5 races with him because the first one I was able to stream, but the other 4 I couldn't stream it because my internet was off and shit. So I'm just now getting my internet back on today. So here we are, you know what I'm saying, watching, you know what I'm saying, we about to see how it's gonna play out or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We got the college players or whatever. And oh yeah, come through tomorrow night. NFL Draft. Best believe that. So this is how we're gonna do that. Depending on how long the draft is, we're gonna split it up into 2 nights because why? I don't want to spend all my time, you know what I'm saying, just doing this because I still got other music and shit I need to pop out. But here we go with the Madden 20 Dirty Creek Sports NFL Path to the Draft, the Super Bowl episode continuation. Here we go. Now, I'm going to be fair with the Super Bowl, right? I'm going to go to the 49ers, and I'm going to upgrade all their players. And then I'm going to do their training, too. So. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Look at them. Yeah, okay, wait till I do that motherfucking look at me now. I want to get some other people on that shit. Gotta be off each store, got locks, I got some busted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in 3s, wins come in 2s, cash comes in 1s, throw it up, celebrate the news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal, when I put my foot on, I got to put on, I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton, receipts in my pocket, don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I wanna see, like, you know what's crazy though, I had did the season, right? The same way the season went down last year, but it's just a few small little minute details that it didn't go all the way because why the Chiefs ended up playing the Buffalo Bills in the first round.
with the left touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Mike Gibber.
Oh yeah, we got breaking news too.
How come? I need rest, no recess, I'm a schedule. Mama used to serve
Heisman winner, 4-time national championship winner, Darnell Mason Jr., quarterback. You know what I'm saying? My homeboy DMJ. You know what I'm saying? You know I call him DMJ. You know what I'm saying? Because we cool like that. DMJ. You know what I'm saying? He's now made it onto Mel Kiper's draft board as around well, I'm not gonna call him a lottery pick, but he's now on Mel Kiper's draft board as a potential draft pick. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's all the way at the bottom, because this is what I'm saying. Darnell Mason Jr. He was invited to the combine last minute because you had 2 quarterbacks drop out, so they needed a quarterback, right? So they were looking, couldn't really find nobody that wanted to go to the combine, or that, matter of fact, it wasn't even that they couldn't find nobody. There wasn't nobody else left out there, you know what I'm saying, to come to the combine. So they just looked around, they was like, hey, what about this kid that won a Heisman and 4 national championships? I mean, even though he thrown a lot of interceptions or whatever, he's still 4 national championships and he's undefeated, you know what I'm saying, in college. So when they was like, okay, let's see, you know what I'm saying, they invited him. Actually, they invited him a day and a half before, because they dropped out like a few days and they couldn't find nobody. So they invited him like the day and a half. I think it was the night before the combine. And Darnell Mason, man, he just gassed up his black Toyota Corolla and drove from Washington D.C. Well, actually, he didn't drive from Washington D.C. He was on campus when, you know what I'm saying, he was on campus working out or whatever, about to go to class or whatever, you know what I'm saying. And he got the call from his coach and told him that they wanted him to come to the combine. They wanted him to be at the combine by tomorrow. So what happened was they gassed up the Corolla, him and his coach, they got up there, you know what I'm saying, and whatever. The crazy thing about it is they invited Page and all those other guys, and C. White and all those other guys, but Darnell Mason Jr., because like a lot of the NFL scouts felt that he wasn't a prototype NFL quarterback. They're like, how with 4 national championships? They say, look at A.J. McCarron. He has what, about 3 or 4, and look what happened. He wasn't a prototype. So I mean, I understand, but he shined in this NFL combine. He shined in his pro day. And so it jumped him from undrafted to, you know what I'm saying, deep, maybe the last round. So we're going to see. But here we go with the Super Bowl.
I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
What is around here? I make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another sale. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs. With that, it's time for Super Bowl 54. And we'll send you now to Miami, standing by to call their 4th Super Bowl together. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season. And now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past. And tonight, we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the 5-time Super Bowl champs from the NFC, the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And Charles, many had ordained the Kansas City Chiefs to be the best team in the NFL coming into the season, and now here they are, one game away from their first Super Bowl title since Super Bowl IV 50 years ago.
And we'll get to that in just a minute, but how about this? This is their 5th straight playoff appearance. They went to overtime with New England in the AFC title game last year. Remember, they were down big at the half, came all the way back and had a chance to win, lost in overtime. Finally climbed that mountain and got back. And do you remember Super Bowl IV against Minnesota? Remember Hank Stram as their coach? On the sidelines, mic'd up for the first time. That really gave us a lot of what we have now with NFL films. What a terrific performance by that Kansas City team, and they blew away the Vikings in that game.
Meanwhile, the 49ers are back in the Super Bowl for the 7th time in franchise history. One of the more successful teams in the Super Bowl era as they look to claim their 6th title, which would tie them with the Patriots and Steelers for most ever.
I like how you stated that they're one of the more successful franchises in Super Bowl history because at one point, they were 5-0 in Super Bowls. Joe Montana with wins in Super Bowl 16, 19, 23, and 24. And Steve Young, remember that one? Get the monkey off my back as he won big in Super Bowl 29. But they lost their last time.
Super Bowl of the new decade. Super Bowl 54 is underway. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away. And we may have a face mask here right at the start. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Throwing quickly, Mahomes gets this out to Watkins. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty when you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take
Jones to throw on second down. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And Robinson with a big catch. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
That's complete to Robinson. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A first carry now. This is Williams. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. And this is intercepted, intended for Hill. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Shavarius Ward in on the tackle. Second down now. It's Coleman. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just start out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He finds Matthews. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rally to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. 3 catches for him now in this first quarter of the Super Bowl. Mahomes now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Mahomes firing complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. This one out quickly to Watkins. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line.
One of the feature points of the end run is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's up to 7 for 7 now on this drive alone. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. From the 38, Mahomes. He's got it to Williams. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Mahomes to throw once more. That's complete to Sterling. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there counts what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
This is fielded at the goal line. And they'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And he defense heading back out there. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo going for the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Garoppolo now, and this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here's Hill on the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Williams. And we'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And they're going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Williams will get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He is going to find Hill here. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 43. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelsey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now already over 100 yards passing in this 1st quarter. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Blitz coming and down he goes. Jason Verrett will get the sack as he provides the heat off the corner.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. The Chiefs on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa coming in and dropping for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
For a rookie first rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, the offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Play action, Garoppolo. Open man is heard, it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in-route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. And pressure gets to him again. Frank Clark, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And Garrett Selleck here on the completion. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Tevin Coleman and the rest of the offense making their way back out. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try to mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
Listen, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last one got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Open, nice pass, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there on 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he's got this down to the 35.
Stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. You pick up another 1st down with that run.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. They find some open field here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Show that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll try with McKinnon, continuing to fight for more. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want it.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Williams. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. On play action, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Hyde in the game. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, it's Kelsey on the ground. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Mahomes again. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. The lead at 10-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. after the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it out past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? Find out? Let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. And all that work, but he stopped what he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally.
Here we go.
It's a run by Coleman to start the third quarter. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1.
Here we go.
They will run again with Coleman.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Oh, a strike for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Well, partner, we know they came out with awkward down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This is caught by Williams. And down he'll go at the 25. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, standing just outside his own goal line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 for the Niners there, and a 1st down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That's caught inside the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Garoppolo looks to throw on Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that will knot us up at 10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give them confidence and let them knock it through.
And they'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Mahomes. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eric Armstead breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Barrett, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they're bringing an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
San Francisco gets set to go here. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. Coleman, a strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 16, Garoppolo on the screen. This is Coleman. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. To throw is Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown.
After the
touchdown. It's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He's hoping to channel his first half play. They had the lead at halftime, was playing well. Flip the script here in the third quarter a little bit.
I think he misses the Pee-wee days, you know, when you just got the orange slice at halftime, right? And remember, there weren't any real adjustments then, right? You weren't looking at some tape, right? You weren't looking at stuff off of the circus tablets. You just went back out and played. Right now, maybe the adjustments have caught up to him.
Well, we'll see. Maybe he just needs a couple orange slices here for this drive. And here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. His first catch of his Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get one.
Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. They go play action. Now Mahomes. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense, and this home crowd, they're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Garoppolo now, first down throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, but it's going to be second down. On second down now, it's Coleman. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Open nose pass, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. From the 38, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on first and 10. This is Coleman. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a second and 3. On play action. Now Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
That was well defended, and while his completion resulted in a loss of yardage, it's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
The Niners on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver pass. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Man open. It's Goodwin. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Garoppolo on the offense with a first and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Coleman now. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Second down, McKinnon. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Garoppolo gives to Breda. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second and 1, Garoppolo. touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got his man, it's Williams. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Mahomes. And he whips that one incomplete there. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And Robinson with a big catch. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet. Not with a quarterback like that on your side.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Mahomes again. It's complete to Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 16. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. They'll give to Hyde out of the gun. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now here's Mahomes, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He finds Robinson. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. They'll run forward with a fullback Sherman, but he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Mahomes going to throw, and it's caught. Fighting for the pylon, but he will not get there. They mark him short of the goal line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
I think it's okay that they didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
We'll see Kelsey in the slot to the left. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there as his guys are back within a single score. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down, now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little?
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Reggie Ragland. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Comes Kansas City. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And last last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, build their confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right? And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts? No, not at all.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the first down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there, kick it, put it through the post, go up 2 scores.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. This is caught by Robinson. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. There he goes right side. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. And on that one with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football, because those guys...
This magic with the game, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he gon' have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I'm in magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the J's. On the road, it's crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me. When I'm in magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, bury my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, bury my bets are off. Everything was better off.
This is the last opportunity to re-sign your players or they'll become free agents.
Come on. Oh, bury my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, bury my bets are off. Everything was better off. The risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, bury.
These players are on the last year of their contract. Re-sign them.
My name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. Early I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you.